All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1020, Jenkins case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Harrison,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I am here today to request child support and back pay for my 2-year-old daughter.
Okay. And where is Dad?
That's a really good question. I'm wondering the same myself.
I mean, me too. It looks like he was served to be here today.
Yep.
So we can just continue without him.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how much Dad makes? Do you have any financial information on him whatsoever?
I know he definitely makes over $100K a year.
Okay. And what does he do for a living?
He's a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon, all right. Do you have an exact amount of...
All right, everyone, let's dive into the Harrison case. Miss Harrison is fighting for child support and back pay for her 2-year-old daughter. The twist? Her child's father, a high-earning neurosurgeon, skipped court, even after being properly served. Bold move, but not a wise one. The judge isn't waiting and moves forward without him. Miss Harrison claims he makes over $130,000 a year, but hasn't paid a dime for their child. Now, the judge is crunching the numbers to determine his financial responsibilities. This is one legal drama you don't want to miss.
What's the word I'm looking for? Do you know how long he's been a neurosurgeon?
About at least 7 years.
7 years, okay. And you said he makes over 100. Do you have an exact number that he makes?
If I had to guesstimate, I would say about 130.
130? That's about average?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And did you do any research to see if that was like customary for somebody who's been a neurosurgeon for all that time? Or is that like entry?
I think that's about average, so it definitely could be higher.
Okay. So we'll just base it at that then.
Okay.
Okay. And then you say you're requesting back pay.
Yes.
For the past 2 years, he hasn't provided anything?
That's correct.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. My name is Vonda Bailey and I'm a licensed attorney in the state of Texas, and I handle matters that are related to child support, child custody, divorce, and adoption. So if you need help in any one of those areas, please feel free to give me a call. Anything?
That's correct.
Okay. Did your daughter go to daycare or anything like that?
Yes, but I provide health care and daycare for my daughter.
Thank you for saying that. How much is health care?
That is about $125.
$125?
Monthly, yes.
Okay. And the $125, is that for your daughter only, or is that for you as well?
Daughter only.
Okay.
Miss Harrison steps up to the stand, calm and composed, as she presents her case. She explains that the father is a successful neurosurgeon earning around $130,000 annually, more than enough to support their 2-year-old daughter. Yet, despite his income, he hasn't contributed a single dollar toward their child's needs. Miss Harrison details how she shouldered all the expenses alone, from healthcare to daycare without any help from him. The judge listens intently, weighing the stark contrast in their financial situations. Her testimony is powerful, highlighting her struggle to secure what's rightfully owed to her child. The case gains momentum, inching closer to a decisive ruling.
Let's see. So we're going to do some calculations here. Does he have any other children?
Yes, he has 2 other children.
2 other children. Okay. So based that on 16%. And he will have to reimburse you the $125 back.
Okay.
Per month for the child. He's not here to dispute or say anything different, so it'll be based on the testimony that you provide, assuming, of course, that you're being honest about what the numbers are. Based on 130, roughly about 130, I have his gross at $11,333 a month, which brings his net to $8,550. Reimbursement for the $125 health insurance child support amount comes out to $1,485. Now you said you want back child support. Are you asking for that for the past 24 months since your daughter has been born, or?
Yes.
Okay.
He's been in and out of the picture, but not financially, you know, and I truly believe parenting it takes both sides to be there, so.
I mean, correct. I just wasn't sure if you were asking from the date of birth or it was a certain number of months that you were looking for.
Yeah, 24 months.
24 months, okay. So, 1,485 at the past 24 months is $35,640 a month. So what we'll do, because that number is so high, is add $500 for the back pay.
My name's Naru Witherspoon. I'm an attorney and I'm licensed in Illinois, Texas, and Missouri. I handle cases for families all over the nation. And I want to talk to you about Vonda Bailey. Vonda Bailey is a family law attorney and she handles high-profile, high-net-worth cases. If you're listening to this message and you're a high-value individual, a high-profile individual, you must give Vonda Bailey a call. What does that mean? If you have properties, if you have assets, if you have 401k plans, compensation packages that are complex, I want you to give Vonda Bailey a call. Vonda Bailey, she's an amazing attorney. She might be expensive, but it's worth it. Give Vonda Bailey a call.
The judge quickly gets to work, calculating the father's child support based on his $130,000 annual income. After factoring in healthcare costs and his 2 other children, the judge rules he must pay $1,485 monthly. But Miss Harrison doesn't stop there. She also secures back pay for the past 24 months, totaling $35,640. To cover this, an additional $500 is added to his monthly payments. Since the father didn't show up in court, he loses the chance to contest the ruling, and the judge issues a default order. This case is a clear reminder: skipping court can lead to hefty financial consequences. The ruling stands and the father has no way out.
So pretty much after the $35,640 is paid off, the $500 that you will be receiving additionally will go back down to the $1,485. So $1,485 plus $500, that brings your monthly obligation, well, his monthly obligation that you will receive for the child to $1,985. Okay? And that obligation will start on the 1st of next month, and once the withholding order and everything goes to his employer, you'll receive that amount every month. Okay. Now, he has the right to come back and dispute that if he believes the amount is incorrect. But today, because he didn't show up, I'm going to go ahead and enter a default.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Just one quick question. If my number is lower and it turns out that he does with you more, is that number going to change?
That's a great question, and yes, it will change.
Okay.
Unless he can, like I said, if he can bring in something that shows differently, and if he brings in any financial documents that shows that it's higher, his child support will be raised.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before closing the case, the judge makes one thing clear. The father can challenge the ruling later, but only if he provides solid proof his income differs from the $130,000 estimate. Until then, the order stands and Miss Harrison will receive $1,985 monthly, including the arrears repayment. The judge emphasizes the importance of showing up in court, warning that skipping legal obligations can lead to serious consequences. This case is a stark reminder: avoiding court isn't a way out. Justice moves forward, and so do the financial responsibilities. This case isn't just about one parent dodging responsibility. It's a reminder that the legal system prioritizes a child's right to financial support. Whether it's personal drama or legal principles, the message is clear. You can avoid court, but you can't avoid the consequences.